What's up, everybody? It's your boy T Fields here, aka Thug Geek, here with Fonzarelli and our special guest this week, Perfect Legend, for our BlerdSoup episode 13. And we're gonna
Hey,
crack it off. And like I said, introduce Perfect Legend. Perfect. Tell everybody who you are, sir.
hello everyone. I'm a, I guess, professional fighting game player, also coach, teacher, content creator. Uh, that's all I can remember right now. There's other things, but I be forgetting. Also, dude, I love this mic.
It's fantastic. Talk closer
Dude, it's
to
so
it.
fuzzy. But yeah, thank you for having me. Appreciate it.
Thanks for coming, man. Appreciate you coming on board, man. You're an industry legend that's been around for decades, literally decades. I mean, won
Dang man, we up
championships left and
there.
right, so it's been fantastic. Thank you for coming on board. But let's get started. What we got for the cast today, Miss Fonzarelli?
Well, oh geez, I don't even know where to begin. But I mean, good things have been happening and bad things have been happening. But the one thing that the video game industry absolutely loves is being in the courtroom. And we've got more Activision Blizzard information for everybody because we are following it as it goes along. And a better ABK, which is the firm which advocates for the employees of Activision Blizzard, has confirmed on Twitter this week that they have filed an unfair labor practice suit against them, saying that they participated in surveillance against employees, they interrogated employees, and they made coercive statements. And there were other issues presented in the core filing, including how the company allowed the workplace environment to develop. So I just wanted to let everybody know about that little development because I did tell you I was going to follow this as it goes. And Tim recently brought up to me that we're not seeing a whole lot of Activision Blizzard news in the media anymore because
Hell yeah. They paying motherfuckers off. That's why they like, shut the fuck up about this. Hey, don't be telling nobody about this shit. Hey, Kotaku, hey, calm that shit down. We got you.
I don't think anybody.
How many copies
They
y'all
hit it with
want?
just don't say nothing.
Don't say nothing. You ain't getting shit.
We
unless
don't
you say-
exist no more.
Yep. Be quiet.
Let it blow over like getting canceled on Twitter. They just want to wait 2 weeks and
Yep. And that's horrible though.
Everything's
But they got the
okay.
bread though. Because think about it, this.
then they drop some new fire. Oh my god! They were like, "Wait, guys, don't forget about this."
Right. But it's like this shit's horrible. Like y'all did some dirty ass shit. And y'all trying to be like sweep that under the
Yes,
rug.
that's up there with the top 5 bootiest things you could do in life.
Right.
Yeah.
Like a chick is. I mean, I hate to say it, but a woman is dead because of sexual harassment. And y'all trying to sweep this shit under the rug? Like, shh. Work on Diablo right now. Fucking horrible, man. Horrible. Like that shows like no respect at all.
Oh,
There is a Diablo coming out on September 23rd.
Mm-hmm.
It is a Resurrection Edition, so I think it's a remake or a remaster.
Mm-hmm. No, it's remastered Diablo 2. You haven't played the beta.
I've never played a Diablo game, so I wasn't really sure.
You like dungeon
Yeah.
crawlers though? I mean, it started the whole dungeon crawler shit next to Baldur's Gate.
Yeah, actually, I haven't played any of them either. I watched Tom Brady play, but
Tom Brady?
Yeah, MK Tom Brady. He plays Diablo. Yeah,
Oh.
he always tells me to play. I don't ever get on it.
It's fun, man. Super, super fun. But once again, time is of the essence, and I ain't got it in me no more to be like, oh shit, it's been 20 hours playing one game. Like it's just not.
I just want to play Gauntlet Legends.
Yep.
I'm sorry. That's what it looks like to me. And
Yeah. I mean, Gauntlet started everything. Like, it was the original 4-player game, and they just made it to PC. That's all it is.
What's Gauntlet Legends? I've never heard
basically
of that.
Diablo, but you get to use or choose between 4 different characters, and they have 4 different costume swaps. So, say like the yellow character,
Right. It just
will still be that same character, but they'll look totally different for each costume swap. So it's not just it changes their color; it changes like the whole whatever that character is.
Right.
Oh wow.
But the characters are still kind of the same. We have a tank, archer, magic mixture. Yeah, it's still the same basis, but it's fun. It's
a lot of
came out back in the
elaborate
80s.
stages.
Say again.
Oh,
Perfect
I was
Life.
saying a lot of elaborate stages. Like every stage doesn't look the same, and every boss isn't the same. Every strategy is not the
Oh
same.
wow.
Yeah, it came out during like I think the late '80s and '90s, doing everybody's playing like 4-player arcade with like X-Men and
Mhm.
Turtles and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good
Stuff you can
times.
play with your friend group.
Because nobody played
Yeah.
fucking dude. Marvel 3 was it not Marvel 3, but Marvel that came out for the not 3DS, but the Switch was fantastic. Like that whole Marvel Legends series
Oh,
used to come out.
yeah. It was like kind of like X-Men Legends.
Yep.
I know what you're talking about. Yeah,
X-Men Legends is probably one of the best games nobody played.
dude. Yes, X-Men Legends 2 is one of my favorite games of all time.
Yep.
Especially with how well they did Magneto. That's my favorite character. That's
Yep.
why I really like that game.
The Master of Magnetism.
Yeah, dude. Like
Marvel
they
Capcom 3
have
got
all
so
his
epic with
powers
him.
in it. They had all his powers in that game. If they ever come out with the original Xbox like emulator that had like what Flightcast is doing and like Null DC, and I can play that game again, I will just sit and just play that game for real. It's really good.
Yeah. I mean, a lot of people don't understand, but that Xbox and PS2 generation was fun, man. That shit was a lot of good games came out during that time period. I mean, shit, my favorite game of all time, Devil May Cry. Whew. But yeah, that's
What,
horrible.
the first
Activision's
one?
doing that shit. That's the first Devil May Cry for PS2.
Yeah.
Yeah. The other court case that was filed this weekend is that Epic Games is filing an appeal against its verdict that Apple engaged in anti-competitive conduct, but they're not technically a monopoly. This has a lot to do with apparently third-party buying, but Tim swears up and down it's just corporate greed because the permanent injunction that they want to overturn the verdict on is 185 pages. And if you're not affirming the allegations that Apple is a monopoly and that they're not like taking large cuts of developer money, like then what is it about?
It's about money. It's about greed and money. They both is just
Money
like
is root of all evil.
this is rich people arguing over rich shit. That's all it is. Like Apple just like, hey man, you ain't got to be on our shit. And then Epic's like, well, we want to be on your shit because people download our shit and we get money off your shit. And that's all it is. Just rich people arguing about which one. I mean, think about it. If Apple was a huge game developer company, then they want to publish Epic Games, they would have to follow Epic Games guidelines. So that's all it is. If whatever platform you want to publish your game on, you have to follow guidelines for it to be on it. There you go. Plain and simple. Epic Games is being greedy like, no, we want to pay you this. And Apple's like, no, bro, give us that 30.
Short, sweet, to the point.
Yeah.
I mean, it's more in depth than that, but I'm just saying, but that's how it is. Like, when you are a developer, right, and you publish to choose what game that you want your what platform you want to be on, that's your fucking choice. That's why if you see a lot of indie developers, they choose two basics. They usually choose Steam or they choose Xbox, and then based on the revenue they get from that, then they go to other consoles because it's much more expensive to publish on that shit. And that's all it is. Like right now, if you want the cheapest route, Steam, Xbox, and fucking Android, and you're just good, and you got to let your shit grow. I mean, the problem is, like, for example, Studio Mirror did it with Cuphead. They had an exclusive license deal with Cuphead on fucking Xbox. They fucking ranked they fucking dough in, and once they fucking time license was up, came right to the fucking Sony. Boom and more. Because they can pay that $25,000 and be on the top thing in the freaking PlayStation Store and all that shit. Because Sony's greedy too, y'all. Like, Sony's greedy, and Sony don't give... I mean, even now with their digital upload for the PS5, they're charging... At first, they weren't charging to do this shit. Now they're like, nah, bro, I need $10 from you.
Dang, man.
Like, let me get that $10. Hey, I know you got a PS4. I know you do, but I need that 10 for you to put in the PS5. Like, bro, like for the Ghost of Tsushima, I had to pay $30.
Man,
I
just have a PS4
like,
Pro.
like,
I'm not even thinking about getting a PS5 until I'm like forced to get on the PS5, where I need to like, oh well, this game is going to be played as a main game and like competitively.
Yeah,
but other than that, I don't even see reasons to get the PS5. Well, they did just show
the PlayStation
Wolverine, Spider-Man, and
I mean, God of War comes out next year. Ragnarok comes out next year. But like, bro, like
it's one of those.
And then Spider-Man is not coming out to 2023. So
yeah, man, that's so far away.
You got
like,
no 2 years, Carl. You got 2 years.
And it costs so much, and you.
But this year's almost over, so we really only have 1 year, a year and a half.
Yeah, I get it though. Like, it's really hard to get the system because the bots be grabbing it, and I do know people that hit me up and be like, "Hey man, I can get you a PS5," but
I know that same person
it
too.
ain't, it's not even. There's no point to get it right now. It's
Should
like
send those people my way because I want a PS5. I don't have an at-home console. Just so everyone who's watching this at home
She's a
knows,
PC
I don't
master
have an
race person.
at-home
She's
console.
got
PC master
PC?
race.
I'm not a PC master race person. I just have a gaming laptop. I don't think that's PC master race.
It's still just is you have a PC though.
Yep.
Well, yeah. I mean, and I like playing on it, but I like playing on a PlayStation. I want to play
Yeah.
Crash Bandicoot.
All right, well, when they reach out to me and they hit me with the whispers in the street, I can get you a PS5. Then I'll let you know.
Yes, thank you.
Cause I'll be honest, I got a PS5. I barely touch this bitch.
It just sits there and it looks at you. It's like, hey, I'm pretty, aren't I?
Sits there in this yellow light mode, like, hey man, whenever you're ready. I'm like, nah, I'm cool. Cause it's just like it's the games. Like there's really no games for it.
Like even Xbox
I can't wait
One,
for
right?
Skyrim to come
I got
out.
Killer Instinct for Xbox One because it was a release game. Just like in the original Xbox, I got it for Halo and DOA 3.
Yep. No, I remember my
You know what I'm excited
DOA
for?
2.
No. I'm excited for Skyrim.
Skyrim?
Yeah.
I'm pissed about that.
Is that going to be on the PlayStation 5?
Developers got to stop. Bethesda's got to stop.
I don't know. You know what? I stopped even... Look, the last thing I know about Skyrim was like when it came out 10 years ago. Dang. And I was working at GameStop because I remember just selling it to people.
Mm-hmm.
What Skyrim are they on?
No, it's still saying Skyrim. They're just porting it to from the damn.
What?
Yeah.
It ain't a new game.
No, it's
they remastered it.
Yeah, it's a remaster.
Tim's not going to tell you all the details, but I will. Okay, it is a remaster. It's true. No, don't laugh, Tim. Okay, it's a Skyrim remaster. It's true. And it's a 10-year anniversary Skyrim remaster. Also true. And it's coming out November of this year. And it's going to be for the new generation consoles and PC. But it's going to include over 200 pieces of popular custom content that people have modded into the game. And I just want to let everybody know that I asked a couple of people who are...
multiplayer?
No, it's never multiplayer.
Oh, sorry.
Right, that's what I'm saying. So not only is Bethesda making money off other people's shit.
Wait, hold on. I didn't want to cut her off, but I was just getting excited listening to her. So that was the one thing that make me want to check the game out is that multiplayer side.
No,
yeah, continue. Keep going, please.
I just want to say just really quick that I asked, a couple of people if they thought, because I thought that I was pretty confident that they would do a 10-year anniversary game because we haven't heard very much about the Elder Scrolls 6 and how are they going to tide people over by doing an overhaul of the game and putting it out for the new gen consoles and adding a bunch of different stuff to it. So the fact that they're adding 200 pieces of custom content that are popular amongst the modded community, I wonder what those are going to be. I kind of want to see what it is. A popular weapon that I've seen a lot of people use is called Arya's Needle, because I'm a huge Game of Thrones fan. Mm-hmm. But in any case, I just had a feeling that they would do a 10-year anniversary one, and everybody told me they wouldn't. And by everybody, I just mean a lot of people. But I just want to let a lot of those people know that I knew it. I knew it all along. I knew they were going to do this, and guess what? I'm going to get it. I'm not going to get it for my PC, though, because it's going to take up so much memory, so I really need that PlayStation 5.
Oh, okay. All right. Got you.
All I'm saying is...
I like the lore behind why you need a PS5.
But once again, though, it's for one game. I bought my PS5 for one game, and that's it. That was Returnal. Because Returnal was basically giving me Samus, because Samus wasn't showing up nowhere.
Did you beat Returnal?
Yep, the Returnal, and it's a role-based game, and it's literally like you're playing Samus, you fucking by yourself, bounty hunter type shit, whatever. And that's what I liked. And the game was fantastic, but the downfall to that fucking game, I don't like road games where you're playing 6 hours and you die, you have to reset after you just got finished playing 6 hours. Most road games you can beat within 3 hours and beat the whole game in 3 hours. Playing that long and then start back up again, that give me a save, dog. That's the only time I'm like, no, give me a save. Mm-hmm. So it's too infested. But yeah, that's the same thing with Rockstar. Like, oh, we got GTA 5 coming out again on next gen. It's like, bruh, this shit came out for PS3 and Xbox 360.
8 years ago today, I do believe.
Exactly. And y'all got the nerve like, yo, guess how much? $50 again too? No. Yeah. Give us $6 already. Like Rockstar and Bethesda are very great at milking shit. He's at the milking the
Hey,
fuck out of them.
Rockstar was like, "Hey,
Guess what?
GTA 5 on the PS5."
Exactly. Right. And the
Thinking
fucking
that
big,
it would be catchy of all things.
and the fucking big gamers over here like, yo, yeah.
Hey, can you? Hey, like, okay, I never looked at a GTA stream, but I was like, can I stream this game? Because I can't even listen to the music in the game without getting DMCA. So, like, what do people like? What? How do you like? What is the strategy behind streaming it?
I think a lot of people turn.
No radio on, just silence in the car. Silence.
Yeah. Well, a lot of people who stream GTA, I feel like, are more popular streamers anyways. I don't know very many small streamers who do GTA.
I watch academics stream a whole session him just listening to music that you would get DMCA for, and I know he's a DJ, but I don't think that should make him above everyone else's rule set too. Because I don't play music anymore that can get you DMCA for that reason. So like, I don't know. However, Facebook has like a different contract to where I guess some artists chime in and be like, yeah, you can use our music, et cetera, et cetera.
Yeah.
While you so like maybe some of those songs could get cleared or something if you're streaming on Facebook.
Yeah, each one is varies. That's all. It definitely varies. Like Facebook will be leaning about shit where Twitch is like, nah, bro, we can't catch that case.
And then YouTube has the content ID where like they will split the funds of the ad.
Yep, with you,
and the create. Like I mean, they might say no, but there's an option to where they choose to split the funds.
Yep, they're like, yeah, we're gonna monetize this because it got this in it, so we're gonna give you some money.
They like it's shared monetizing. I've seen that.
Yep. I really think that YouTube is making a lot of good changes.
Yeah, once YouTube has a way to, all right, the things that they, I guess, not to make them like Twitch, but it would just put the feature in. I mean, everyone is.
Yeah, Twitch is like YouTube. YouTube did it first.
I don't know, but basically, YouTube doesn't have like a share for you to be like, all right, well, let me give my viewers to whatever other channel is on right now.
Mm-hmm.
Like Twitch has that. I think Facebook, you could just really hit the share button anywhere, and people will see the video while it's on. But that's the one thing for YouTube. But YouTube, you know that's your audience when you're streaming. It's not a share audience. Like they're definitely coming there for you because there's no other way to find out unless they're not subscribed to you or they catch the video through some other means.
Right. I mean, because each one has their own thing. Like I like Facebook because Facebook actually it's easier to reach people faster.
Also, there's no like gift subbing or gift like membershiping on
YouTube Gaming.
YouTube, like how like
because YouTube is still content. That's why it's still like YouTube is
YouTube is a lot more than just a stream. It's like everything. You have short form videos, long form videos, mid form videos. You can put a damn whole movie on there.
Yep.
The actual stream, the shorts, all that stuff. There's so much you can do.
Yeah.
Because that's why if you actually do it right, YouTube should be, I mean, I hate to say this, but if you actually do everything right, YouTube should be your primary source for streaming. You get none of the headaches. You get all the
in the future, it might be the primary, because, I mean, YouTube's been around since 2006. Well, no. I think, it was like 2004?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Cause I got on 2006. But, yeah, it's been around. And Twitch has been around since Justin TV, but that was like 2008.
Mm-hmm. And then Facebook just took over because...
And everybody's starting to allow streaming. Like TikTok has streaming.
Instagram.
IG has streaming. It's all based on, like, you know, how they can format the video and put it on there.
Yeah.
But I don't know if you can monetize your stream on Instagram, though. I don't know. I don't think.
No, I don't think so.
Yeah, I don't think. Instagram doesn't have monetization.
I haven't seen anything like that.
Instagram,
which also has Periscope.
Yeah, you just unlock features. How higher you get with likes and shit.
And then now on Twitch, you can if you have, I think you're verified, have like 10,000 more followers or something. I don't know what it is, but you can get super follows where people will basically become like subscribed to you or become a membership or whatever. Like super.
I have heard of that.
Yeah.
I like them both. I wish I just had more time to stream myself, but Anywho,
Yeah, it's a lot. Just stream whenever you're playing something, and it gets easier. You won't even be thinking about. Just get used to playing on stream.
I can't know why. Okay, so this is the reason why I'm be real with y'all. The reason why I don't stream as much. I grew up in a gaming society where nigga we was. I mean, excuse my I didn't even drop that. Apologies, but I grew up playing games silent. I didn't play games talking to
people. I'm the same way. Yeah, I'm the same way. I ain't gonna lie. But now I just speak my thoughts out, or then like in between match, look at the chat, and
I can't. I'm used to like the most somebody says or man or dang, but like I'm in my head playing the game. Like I'm like, hey guys, whoa, look at that.
Yeah, it is really hard because like once I start talking,
yeah,
I just start getting hit and stuff because like my focus is gone. Like I'm literally one extreme or the other. It's like no or yeah. No in between.
That's the thing. Like a good streamers, they're constantly, whether it's 80 people watching or one, they're constantly engaged.
Well, a lot of them suck.
Yeah,
they're not doing well. Like they're not winning or anything like that. I mean, they might be, like
is that
playing
why everybody's
against
doing the
computer on
shit
easy
now?
or some shit, or doing something real. Like okay, it's Fortnite, right? There's hella time where you're not doing shit besides getting resources.
Yeah.
But then when they're not about to be, talking and also building that big ass house, and shooting and stuff.
Right.
I mean, they might like in the moment be saying stuff like why they're talking shit. Like that's a whole different thing than having a conversation. Somebody asks you a question, so now you're thinking about whatever the idea is, and you're trying to play at the same time, and you're trying to hold conversation. Like it's not going to work, especially in your heat of the moment and you're playing against anybody.
I mean, and especially with the game too. Like you're not going to be talking all the time playing a Final Fantasy game.
Yeah, exactly. But when you're running around looking for stuff or whatever, just going through whatever, it's easy to hold a conversation. Not when you have to be engaged.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of games that are like that. Like, I can't think of anything right now.
I get like
even Warzone,
series.
Right? There's hella time where you're just running around, getting guns and stuff, and there really isn't a whole lot of action.
Yeah.
You have to be so engaged with the game in first-person shooters, like because you're always have to be
Stone
aware.
Mountain though too. Like Stone Mountain is always engaging, whether he's in whether he's in the car, whether he's in its like lobby, he's always talking.
Yeah, you have to master that. Like you're just talking. You have to. I'm just saying, you have to do something where you don't feel like you have to be solely in tune and focused. Because some stuff can become autopilot, so you can talk at the same time. Like say, barbers, right, while they're doing somebody's hair or whatever, because then it just becomes muscle memory, so they can do that unconsciously.
Yeah.
So there are unconscious moments in gaming like that, or you could be running around, you just react. Oh, like say I'm running around the building, right, and I see somebody and I'm talking to somebody at the same time. And it's like boom! I just shoot them because just.
But did you notice though? It's only streamers that play that game all the time that are good at that. Streamers that play multiple different games don't do that. Like still on these cats, they play Call of Duty and
get bodied all the time, and they make their whole thing based on, oh my god, it's so hard for me to beat this because you are not really paying attention.
Exactly.
So you make it seem like it's as hard as it whatever is, and
that's always
they trick people into thinking like, oh my god. And then when he beat it, they'd be like, "Oh my god, this was such a feat because of et cetera, et cetera."
Yeah.
Right. I understand.
I'm not trying to downplay nobody's like trophies on PSN, but you know.
But that's the thing. Like when I play like games like Streets of Rage, I'm not trying to talk during that combat. I'm trying to beat the damn balls. I'm like, yo, don't hit me. Don't eat the turkey. Like I'm communicating with the squad. Like, yo, I need that help.
I be talking hella shit when I play Streets of Rage because when I'm doing that, it's not competitive, so I don't feel like there's that much pressure on me either.
I mean, to beat the level.
That's what I just said probably contradicts everything that I just said.
He did. Like,
I'm just saying, like, there's that much pressure.
I mean, because you're not playing competitive. Like, the whole point of for streaming is you're just playing the game. You're playing the game.
Because I definitely care if I win or lose, but there are times where I don't, especially when I'm just, even when I'm playing, like, Dragon Ball, and I'm trying to figure out my strategy, I'm not concerned so much about winning the match as I'm concerned about how well can I make this work and does it work. So then I can like just focus on winning, because normally I could just win if I'm playing like based on I just want to win and I'm going to just turn my brain off and not think anymore about the strategy. But drilling that strategy is a part of putting it as a part of your muscle memory. So then you could turn your brain off and then just like I guess play altruistic.
That's pretty good advice, though.
Yeah, that's thank you. That's I think a lot of athletes use that method. Like look at Kobe Bryant. He'll play a whole game by himself at the gym. That's how he used to train outside of all the weights and stuff and working out.
Yeah.
But he would do that. So then while he's playing a full game, he's already practiced playing a full game. So it's just that's just what he does. He's pretending like those people are defending him and everything. So he's like shadow boxing, but shadow basketballing, I guess.
Right, like shadow racing and stuff, which is smart.
Yeah. That's neat.
I wish they did that more in fighting games. We just did more shadow boxing yourself.
I do that.
What?
You do?
Yeah, basically, like I'll go into practice. I've been doing that for I guess a decade, where I go into practice mode and I'll force that like, oh, they're going to come at me with this, and I'll try to figure or make the computer do it and move around like them or move around like myself, just so I know how to.
That's how I did with Third Strike. That's how I learned parrying so good in Third Strike get continuously do the shit and get timing. That's all it is, timing.
Yeah.
Timing and some luck.
So speaking of fighting games, so I have for you my list of 5 fighting games to be hype about, and they're all coming out within the next like 6 to 8 months. So you guys want to hear them?
Okay,
go for it. I mean, I'm not happy with one of them. Go ahead.
All right, so we have a Melty Blood Type Lumina that's coming out September 30th, 2021 for PlayStation 4, Nintendo Switch, Xbox One, and Steam. And then we have the Nickelodeon R-Star. Words are hard. R-Star. The Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl. So I know a lot of people are excited about that. We've been talking about that game, Tim and I. We are absolutely
ecstatic.
Hyped. Yes. So the release date says that fall 2021, but if you look on the Nintendo eShop, it's
October 5th.
Yes, it does say October 5th.
2 days before Metroid, which is fine, which is okay with me.
Yeah, so that'll be available on all consoles, new and old, Nintendo Switch and PC. And then we have the King of Fighters 15, which is, 15 is a lot of games. I'm not even going to cap on that.
You have no idea.
Yeah.
But a lot of people have been waiting. A lot of people have been waiting for this game for 2 years, though. It was supposed to be released in 2020, and now it's being released February 17th, 2022, and it's going to be on PlayStation 4 and 5, Xbox Series S and X, Steam, and the Epic Games Store. And in case you're unfamiliar with that, it's a 3-on-3 team battle style game, so I think that's kind of cool. I love a 3-on-3 battle.
Yeah, we'll talk about that in a minute.
It's like a 6-person tag match.
Yeah.
The last one that's got an actual release date is Blazing Strike, and it comes out in the spring of 2022, and it's a 2D retro classic fighting game. And there's not a whole lot known about what it's going to be released on, but it's being published by Access Games. And I just love the way the art looks. So if you want to check out the art and any of the trailers of the video games I just named off, you can check out my article at besn.tv, our website. And make sure that as you go through your fighting game journey, whether it be professionally or casually, make sure you are on the lookout for Project L, which is going to be an upcoming League of Legends fighting game.
And that's just going to change the game. But let's jump into this because... Okay, so King of Fighters, I'm upset because 12 and 13 were fucking amazing, and 14 and 15 just look like ass. On top of that, 15 has not announced Kim Capon yet, and I got problems with that. And plus, the animation style looks just like Samurai Showdown, Spirit shit, so I'm not excited for King of Fighters. Every time they say shattered all my expectations, my expectations are shattered. Horribly, because I'm not happy. My expectations are shattered. I mean, how do you feel about King of Fighters right now, Carl? Like, I don't give a shit. I'm like, bro, I don't care.
Look, I'm gonna be super honest.
Be real.
I'm trying not to be harsh because I don't like the art style.
None compared to what you did with 13 and 12.
I didn't like it. The one they did before this one.
14, right?
Art style. I feel like 13 is the best art style that they had, and I know a lot of people hate when people bring this up. They're like, "Well, if you liked it, why didn't you play it?" Cause it didn't. I mean, I tried to, and the netcode
plus, there wasn't no money in it either.
It ain't even that. Hella people play the game. Look, it's either you either play for the money or you play for the comp. And the game had a lot of people playing it, but then they stopped because the netcode, because delay wasn't that good.
It was horrible.
I mean, now they have rollback, yeah, but now they changed up the art direction for no reason. They don't need to make everything
3D,
go to 3D and stuff. Just because Mortal Kombat did it, just because
Street Fighter did
it. Like, no, man, just keep, like, for real. That to me, that they should just kept that and kept polishing it more. Right. It was so pretty to look at. I was always looking forward to watching KOF 13 when tournaments happened. I didn't want to play it. I was cool watching it. That really
seeing the mass cancels and ugly.
It definitely is an improvement over the last version of the game because like now the colors are a little bit more vibrant and the characters just like look better in the face and stuff. But and I know the game's still going to play good. It's just and also, Kim's one of my favorite characters. That's the character I use. Also, Mr. Karate.
Yep.
And I don't see either one of them, so they're probably going to be DLC or something. So I'm not buying a game anymore that doesn't have my main character in it.
Exactly.
Like, I'm just not. Like, okay, if I get a code, then I guess.
But why are these two characters DLC?
That's not me buying it. I'll just play whoever's available. But that's what I want to play. But if they had a really good tournament circuit and everybody was playing it, I know KOF is a good fundamental game and it rewards you for like putting time into it. So I will play as long as it doesn't have some comeback mechanics. I don't know. I haven't studied the game or looked at what it has or anything like that. If there's any like strategies or something that just kind of like put me off to it, but I'm also like, I still can't put myself into the mindset to play that over Dragon Ball Fighters.
Yeah. Fighters is 3 years old and it's still solid. Yeah. It's 3 years old, it's still solid. But King of Fighters
with like a delay-based netcode, that game is great.
It's fun.
Yeah.
It just made me feel like our system should be making all fighters from this point on. I was being real, like, bro, like I feel like Capcom.
A lot of people say that
Capcom SK3 should be made by Arc Systems. It would be the best selling game of all time.
Capcom versus SK. I think they should just listen to what.
Capcom's not gonna listen. Capcom never listens to us. For Capcom's just like Nintendo. They're like, yeah, we'll do that, and then run it the other way.
And people were like, "Hey, we want y'all to give us Marvel 2 again," and they was like, "Oh, you mean you want a Ruby Heart costume?"
He's right.
I saw that.
That's what you want? All right, here you go. Here's your Marvel 2.
I'm like, bruh. I'm like, y'all.
And then we was like, oh, for real? All right, cool. We're about to get this Flycast popping and playing rollback every game. Not just Marvel 2. It's going to be every game. We can play CBS 2 online. No, with rollback. Everything. We can play everything online now.
It just blows my mind because, like, all these great games that technically make esports happen are getting no next-gen transfer over.
I wish. Okay, so like you know how Melee is treated?
Of course.
I wish like Marvel 2, CVS 2, like those core games that like made Evo stand out, like Super Turbo, even Tekken Tag 1.
Exactly.
Yeah.
They should like eternally be there because those are like the games that had a pop off. And we know those games so well. There's no patch or anything. It's like, all right, well, say there's an argument between some players in the newer games. They're like, all right, well, let's play this game to settle the score. There should be like settle the score games like that. If you want to take it to that level, that's how I feel.
I agree. So I love Third Strike. I love Capcom SDK 2. Love Alpha 3. Like all these games are just like, yo, super solid, ready to go. I mean, even Tekken 3. I mean, but then again, you know, I'm showing my age.
I mean, all those games also had their own like nonsense in it.
Of course.
But it's no nonsense. It's not like the game's already out and figured out. There might be new tech that comes out because there's always some random new tech that might change something. Like in Third Strike, there's this, I forget what the strategy is called, but basically you can't do anything. And it's, I can't explain it, but there's a strategy that they use now that makes the game so like but it's still an amazing game to look at. It's just a strategy
Yeah.
involved. Like you can attack, and I don't know what it is, man. I can't even explain it. I really can't. Flash told me about it, and I was going to try to explain it, but I can't because it's complicated. But it's not. It's because it simplifies the game.
I mean, but then again, that leads to.
Well,
go ahead, Eric.
Oh, well, I just wanted to switch gears for a minute and just kind of talk about Nickelodeon's
That's what I
All-Star
want to talk
Brawl
about too.
Yeah.
I was gonna leave that
because
because
that's the game.
That game's gonna be dope.
Yes, I think it's going to be really exciting, and there's going to be 20 characters, and 18 of them are confirmed. This week, they confirmed that Ren and Stimpy will be a part of the player roster, and they will be a singular player, not a duo in which it is like a two-player like
Ice
person. It's a singular. Yep.
That's gonna be interesting.
So
I'm just still mad that the game is gonna be dope, but no voiceover. That's gonna be so quiet.
Yeah, but there was a recent interview that came out that said that they could potentially put them in down the road.
Yeah.
So I think their whole thing first was just to make sure they had a really solid fighting game.
Yep.
And they made this on purpose to be a competitive game.
I know, but what are their attacks gonna sound like though? Because even like Link and Smash, like everybody,
it'll just be like, I don't think any of the characters will have grunts. We'll just hear the moves.
Yeah, the sound like the bubbles.
Yeah.
I think it'll be like music.
So what is Sugar gonna sound like from Powder Toast Man?
Yeah.
We're not gonna hear Powder Toast Man. Like we're not gonna hear that. That's horrible.
Or maybe they have an announcer. The announcer might have background commentary.
I just don't want this to turn to PlayStation All Stars. That's all. I want this game to actually have longevity.
Because I watched a full match.
Yeah.
It wasn't like boring to watch without the sound from their, the voice acting. But they put that down the road. We don't know how like early that would be either. They're probably just trying to get it cleared.
I think for the PC port, we'll have music. I will have voiceovers immediately. There's probably a guy working on it right now that's like,
they're probably going to mod that shit.
Yep.
There'll be like a voiceover sound pack. All right, guys, gotcha.
Yep.
These are the release characters. All right, well, for this move, we put this. For that move, there's going to be hella people that do that.
The PC version will probably become the top selling one because the voice mods will be there.
If the game's crossplay, that could probably mess up the crossplayness.
True.
Because so for Street Fighter, they released a PC patch to fix the netcode and actually fix it. But then it messed up the play from PS4 to PC, but PC was fine. But then they released another one to fix both of them, and then Capcom was like, nah. And then they released a patch to take away that, and they put their own netcode.
He said, nah.
That's sad. That's freaking sad.
Yeah, it was like, no, you're not going to do our job better than us.
Like, I mean, this is going to be fun. Like, they added a lot of features. You can do wave dashing. You can block all day, so you block as a drain.
Mm-hmm.
And you know how every character has that cult following fan base? Where they'd be like, oh, I'm a SpongeBob main, or I'm a Powdered Toast main, or I'm a Cat Dog main, or a Ren and Stimpy main. And then have their
what
own
characters you think is going to be good? What characters you think is going to be bad, though? I feel like Danny Phantom is going to be underrated.
No, I think Danny Phantom is going to be very popular.
If they do a good job, every character will be very good competitively and also very good in popularity.
Now, if anybody pick Aang, I'm coming after you.
I'm using Aang. Aang's one of my favorite characters.
Dude, I'm using Korra, Powder Toast Man. I'm at Raphael's not in it, so I'm gonna play with any turtles. But
it could be DLC later. You don't know.
Oh, of course.
Or what they would do is make it to where each character, they have all the characters under like his costume.
Yeah.
So then like you just change the color to yellow.
Like they did with Street. Yeah, when they would Smash.
So you probably use one of them at a time.
But don't Doug, because I'm like, dude, I want to play as Quail Man.
That would be cool. I really do think they're going to add Quail Man.
Like in Doug.
Oh, Quail Man. Yeah. Okay, yeah.
I love Quail Man.
That'd be badass. Or Skeeter. Skeet.
Or Roger, because Roger was, the tough guy.
Right.
That would be
cool. Prick.
Did he
come out? Did they make Roger gay though too? Did he come out as gay or something?
And then they could hit us with, hey, guess what, guys? Next year, that was season 1. This is season 2. You're going to get 20 more characters.
Yeah, they can do that. Because this is everybody's childhood right here. Like whether you grew up with.
These are characters from literally the last 30 years.
Yeah.
The Arnold in it and shit. Like, is Hey Arnold in it?
Hey Arnold, I haven't heard
Helga
anything.
Pataki is a confirmed
See, you already know they would not leave out Arnold or Gerald.
Yeah.
Watch they have
I
Arnold
mean,
and Gerald having a fight together.
well, I
Ooh.
mean, Helga like is notoriously,
Yeah,
is fiery and fighty, so it makes
yeah.
sense to put her in the game. It makes sense to put Danny Phantom in the game. It makes sense to put Power Toast Man in the game. Like some of these like characters, like when you think about them, actually make sense.
Now, so is it going to be items in this game or is it straight fighting?
I don't know if there will be
straight
items.
hands. I haven't seen.
Because I haven't seen any items in it show up yet either. Because that can change the whole everything too. Because like the horse could pop up when it's dipping.
They need to put Goku in the game. Oh, whoops, my bad. It's not even.
No. Goku just pop up out of nowhere. Hey, I'm Goku. I mean, everybody's been wanting Goku in Smash forever. But I'm like, that's not gonna happen, y'all.
It's not gonna happen.
But
No.
you gotta give Smash credit. We literally have Kazuya. We got
Sephiroth.
Like
I'm more hyped for Sephiroth than any character in
that was
game.
the best reveal ever. I don't care. That was the best reveal ever. You got
He was bodying everybody.
Right. He was so bad. Like, I mean, Joker was running shit for a little bit, and then Sephiroth said, "Nah, bro, I'm here."
Sephiroth is so cool.
Yeah.
That makes you want to go play the game now. I'm about to go get my Switch when I get home.
I got my Switch right here. We can play it right here. Shoot.
Dude,
But I'm shocked about this Melty Blood because Melty Blood is very, very like cultural based. Like, not everybody knows about Melty Blood. So them doing like
Melty
a big
Blood
release
is
like
good.
this. Yeah.
One of the best Melty Blood players, in my opinion, of all time is from here, Brandino.
Yep.
And I watched him play the game with Ernie. Ernie used to beat him, and then he just studied and then got hella good.
Yeah.
Placed that UO and everything. And I would just look forward to watching them play. I never played Melty Blood. I just like watching it. It's fun.
Right, but for now to get a big release like this, I'm like, that's kind of interesting. I'm like, because I always had this little fan base and that's it. Not everybody played this game.
Well, it just has a really strong underground fan base.
I think as a fan base, albeit underground, it's also very loyal.
Yeah, very loyal.
They're very invested in this game, and that's, I mean, honestly, that's kind of like when I was kind of like looking at it. I was like, I really thought it deserved to be on here because, like, even for people who like maybe have like heard of the game but don't really know about it, this could be their chance to really check it out. And this could really bring new people in. Like, it could really bring people into the fray. I mean, and I formatted the article by dates too, and I just was like, wow, this is like coming up like super soon, like September 30th, like is 2 weeks away.
Days.
Yeah, you know what? I might have to get the game because I remember watching it. And it was like, okay, before Dragon Ball FighterZ was even the thing, I was like, man, this game looks really close to how a Dragon Ball game would look. And it was just like, but, okay, no, I was about to say, didn't Arxis didn't make Melty Blood. That's a different company, right?
No, different company.
Right.
Yeah, but still, the game just looked really good, how fast it was and the mechanics of the game. But I don't really know anything. Of course, I have like strong fighting game fundamentals and stuff, but as far as that game, it looks totally different. Like they're fighting in the air.
But it's like, but it's almost like I feel like BB Tag came and went.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think what hurt that game is the netcode.
Why? Okay,
and then like Grand Blue came out, and then Guilty Gear came out.
Right. Let's talk about that real quick. Why is it that Japanese developers make great games, but they suck at netcode, and then we have 2 American games that have the best netcode and nobody plays?
They wasn't like trying to get rollback for a while because I guess the community. Then during lockdowns, the community just went at their necks about y'all need to put rollback in your games, and that's why Tekken added it too.
Right,
Tekken already had a better rollback.
Tekken 7 is still relevant though. That's the thing. Tekken 7 is
not
old,
because Tekken's one of the OG games that came out with 92 or when did PlayStation release?
95 came out 95.
95, yeah. So like it was a release game. That's huge for like a release game in that era. Like there's nothing else to play. There's maybe 8 or 10 games that came out.
Tekken.
You're like, I'm gonna get this fighting game, and I'm gonna get what was the other game? Ridge Racer that came out. So it wasn't that many games. So Tekken has a long history. Like there's videos of martial artists like doing what they do in Tekken. Yep. There's this dude who posts NFTs.
Yep, I know something. I know something.
The intros of Tekken. So Tekken has Tekken pulls from multiple cultures of fighting and stuff. So that's why it's big. Like hella countries
Everybody's in it.
Everyone's in
Tekken's the most diverse fighting game. Period.
I don't think it has every single country in it, but it has a lot.
Like, Seven does. Seven is the most diverse. Period.
It's very diverse. But I'm saying they don't have every culture in it. Is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like they got black people. They got
No, I'm talking about Street Fighter. Street Fighter just has the same 3 black people every time. Like, there hasn't been a new introduction, a new black person.
Well, Laura is probably the newest, but
no, because they made Sean a white guy in the trailer. When you play her story, Sean's a white dude. I'm like, Sean's black.
See, I haven't played any of the story.
Yeah, I was so disappointed. Because we got everybody but Sean.
They whitewashed Sean.
And Laura's basically Sean, but I'm like, we get Sean yet. But yeah, Tekken.
No, Sean does not play like Laura.
No, I'm talking about as far as
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Oh no, they did not play it like at all. Like Sean was fun.
I was like, I don't see Sean going like this,
right?
and grabbing people,
right? Hadou boss. But I'm just saying, we got literally everybody in Street Fighter. Everybody's in Street Fighter 5 but Sean. All the freaking Sakura's in it, Karen's in it. Everybody's in it.
No, man, Yun's not there. Neither is Yang.
Yeah.
Or Gen.
Well, Gen's dead.
Okay, where neither is Yun or Yang.
True.
Yun's the only one I want to play with.
Right, fortunately. Right.
I get on Street Fighter 5. I guess I'll use Urian or Cammy.
Yeah,
I just re-downloaded it.
Yeah, because Yun was in he was in Street Fighter 4, wasn't he?
Dude, I love that game.
It was okay. It's like Counter Strike just has a
just okay.
No, because it just got crazy again. And then Sagat was OP as hell for a little bit, and then he finally changed that arcade edition. But I used to play her all the time. And his Sagat
that was just vanilla to super. Sagat wasn't OP, but he was still good. I mean, he was good in Ultra. But Ultra, the best character was Elena, the Capri.
Yep.
Yun was up there a little bit.
Corkscrew blow. Plus, I just missed Dudley.
Dudley was, he was really good.
Anti-Shoto, baby. Come catch these hands for real.
Smug's Dudley. He still plays when he gets on. I wish. See, I
want
Street
Fighter 4. Ball Rock was ridiculous.
Street Fighter 4 pushed fight games into another height with the level of country involvement that the game had.
Yeah.
For several years, for a good decade, since 2008 up to 2015.
But isn't it crazy though that Street Fighter 5 is 6 years old already though, bro?
Yeah, dude.
You know 6 is coming.
You know what's crazy? So these games. Okay, so even Mortal Kombat, right, is 2.5 years old. Well, it's going on 3.
Yep.
And it doesn't feel like it because I don't know. Some of these games don't feel as MK9 to me started feeling old already. That 1 year felt like 5 years, but it was 1 year. It was weird. Yeah.
Well,
these games, 5 years that went by for Street Fighter 5, and okay, it does kind of. I mean, I can think about all the years that the game's been out, but it's just that it also doesn't feel like it. It feels like one period of time.
That's interesting though, because MKX. Well, I just feel like for me, NetherRealm just put out literally when between Injustice to MK11. That's fucking 3 games they put out between 2013 and now. That's ridiculous.
Yeah.
It was Injustice, boom. MKX, boom. Injustice 2, boom. MK11, boom. I'm like, damn.
And then we about to get. And then I don't know if y'all saw the. There's a leak. I want to say the GeForce leak or the NVIDIA leak because I think that's what I saw.
The leak I know you're talking about,
posted. There was a Mortal Kombat Next Gen. There's Mortal Kombat 12. There's Tekken 8. There's Street Fighter 6. I think Marvel vs. Capcom 4 is on there. I can't remember. I have to check again, but
I mean, I'm happy for Tekken 8 definitely need to be out because Tekken 7's been out since 2012.
So much.
How do y'all feel about the
Tekken
2D characters?
Fighting game.
How do you feel about 2D characters in Tekken? Akuma, Geese, Eliza throwing fireballs and doing dragon punches.
Hey, Tekken's all about still 3D motion, so you can move. You can outrun that shit. I had no problems with it.
I'd give it a shot. Yeah.
I love it.
Okay with that?
Yeah.
Because a lot
I'm
right
not
now,
okay with it. I wouldn't say I'm okay with it, but
the community's divided. One of them is we hate it. The other one's it's fine. This is Tekken. This evolves Tekken. So
yeah, it's still the same mechanics.
I don't think I'm on either side. I want to give it a shot.
Yeah,
but I have seen some shit with
Akuma
though. I've seen some shitty shit where that motherfucker picks you back up.
Yeah, he hits you once, and he gets one opening and then does a whole combo, and you lose.
And then even when Geese is like deadly rage,
but he got to have meter to do that too. That's the argument.
Exactly, you have to have meter, otherwise
you got to have
meter.
And you got to manage your meter and then be able to hit that combo.
Yeah, but I got tired of Geese with burgers.
And getting hit by it sucks. But hey,
double replicate.
But everyone's got some bullshit, like Deluge.
Not like Noctis. Noctis was horrible.
Yeah, Noctis be throwing everything at you from across the screen.
Right.
You be like,
Noctis was bad. I gotta really play anybody else, but when I see a person pick Noctis, I'm like, yeah, I'm just gonna spam you now.
Man.
Because Noctis is like, oh, teleport.
Yeah, that game's tight. It's got Negan in it.
Yep. Dude, and Negan's dope.
Yeah, Negan's
fun as heck. This little cutscene would hit you in the hammer and stuff too. So
man, I wish y'all had this clip. So y'all could bring it up and you could edit it in. But that shit is hilarious as hell. I might probably have to send it to you. Basically, a slow mo happens. Dude whiffs a jab, and then the Negan player is like standing there and he starts teabagging him, and then he's like teabagging him and going around him.
Yeah, I've seen that before. Yeah,
and then he hits him. All during the freeze, where the game slows down because you do something and the slow mo happens.
Yep.
He moved around in the slow mo like he was DL from JoJo.
Yep. I've seen him do with Akuma too. They just kept moving around and around. He's like, and he's like,
I was like, what, man? Tekken's so funny, dude. Like stuff like that. It's so goofy.
Yeah.
But yeah, so Tekken 8 though, I'm like, okay, like when Tekken 8 finally does come out,
I think want to evolve the story, like
exactly. Is Heihachi finally gonna die?
No.
This dude's old.
Don't say
Heihachi's
that.
coming back.
Just like
you already know.
I feel like one thing I think that
Heihachi not been in Tekken?
Was that?
When has Heihachi never been in Tekken?
That's the thing, because remember from Tekken 3 they did the time jump where they brought in Jin and everybody. I feel like it's time again to do the time jump, even though I feel like Namco regrets doing that time jump from Tekken 2 to Tekken 3.
Heihachi's in Tekken 1.
Yeah.
He's in Tekken 2.
He's in everything.
He's in Tekken 3.
Yep.
Tekken 4. Tekken Bowl. Tekken Force.
Yep.
Tekken Bowl.
Tekken 5.
Yep.
Tekken 5 Dark Resurrection. Tekken 6. All the versions of Tekken 6. Tekken Tag 2.
Yep.
Tekken 7.
Yep.
Around the hands.
That's what I'm actually shocked that. Did he put a skin for him in Smash or no?
I think he's in there as either a trophy or one of those like little Lego man looking characters. The Mii's. There's a Heihachi Mii, I think, maybe. Smash Brothers.
Yep. I was saying the dude's like 110, dog. And that's what they love about Tekken 7. There's cinematic fight.
Way, dude.
Dude, the cinematic fight with all three kids. I mean,
this time they had to bring the baby mama in with Tekken 7. Kazumi. They brought her back to life. Right. She came back with lions and tigers and bears.
She does an
oh
uppercut.
My.
She does a real life tiger uppercut.
Yeah, she be ending combos with a finger point, and the tiger goes out.
I played
like
her too. I played her and Asuka. Yeah, Asuka. Mm-hmm. Dude, Tekken is fun. I love playing Tekken.
Dude, yeah, it's so fun. I got my PC optimized so I can play it. It's dope.
I love Tekken.
I hate Paul players though. I always still hate Paul players.
What? You probably be whiffing and get hit by Death Fist because now
Paul is honestly the absolute worst.
I hate Paul.
Yeah, everyone hates fighting Paul because Paul and Paul's always like in the top 10 or something like that because he is like basic Tekken, like the basic fundamentals Tekken. So he checks your fundamentals. If you're whiffing stuff on the screen, you're getting Death Fisted or launched. And then if you get knocked down, he's coming up and forcing a 50-50 on you.
Yep.
And you got to guess.
Button mashing is not an option with Paul.
Exactly.
I hate Paul so much.
But
like,
it feels like Paul feels like he's button mashing on you. He's out mashing you and everything. He does like random hop kicks. Yep. You're like, come on, man.
And everything connects with Paul. Everything connects.
Yeah. You make me want to go and play with Paul.
It's like, whiff and punish. Whiff and punish. No, I hate your Faye. Your Faye is still the worst, man. I still hate that motherfucker.
Sidestep forward, shoulders.
Kick, launch, hello. Embrace this combo.
Down for once in this stuff.
I hate him. Ugh. But Tekken is still fun, though. See, at least in Tekken, you know why you fucked up. You know why you fucked up.
Yeah.
Like Tekken doesn't
Yep.
punish you for being
You're like,
stupid.
all right, man. You know what? I'm just playing stupid right now.
Exactly.
But sometimes you'll jab and get hop kicked, and you're like, come on, dude. Like,
Come on, man.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I still hate the
come on,
freaking
man.
God fist. That still annoying as shit. Do ya. Oh, I hate that.
Yeah,
That's worse than freaking playing against a Balrog player, dog.
man. I hate getting hit by Balrog in Street Fighter 5, and he starts doing the rush punch dance mix-ups, and you don't know when he's gonna stop. You just got to be guessing.
I just love that. Man, fighting games. But yet again, this Blazing Strike though looks kind of cool. Looks
I
like a
haven't seen
throwback.
it. I can't even. I don't even know what it looks like.
But I mean, it's literally throwback. It looks like you're playing an early stage Marvel vs. Capcom 2.
Yeah.
But Project L though, when that shit comes out for Riot Games, that's gonna change the industry big time. Because every single fighting game player is gonna be playing that game because Riot's gonna support that shit with so much money. And it's like, yo, you're in the local winning 10 grand at a local with Riot Games, man.
They also,
Go ahead.
real quick, they people are speculating that if you play Project L, you probably won't be able to play any other game because of how they do with League of Legends, making it to where you can only compete in League or you play League. Yep. So there's also that too. We'll see what happens if they.
You think they'll do team play with that, where you got to be like you actually have to play with 3 people, not like 3 people.
I
hope not. I hope not.
I'm talking about like in a tournament style setting where it's like, yo, this is Team Legend, so it's like you and somebody else that playing this fight.
Yeah, I hope not. I don't like to be forced to like fighting games are 1v1. I mean, I guess they could do that.
1v1, you bitch.
I don't want to play 1v1. I mean, I don't want to play, team in a fighting game. I rather fight for myself.
Right. But how do you feel about if actually more fighting game tournaments start doing that though?
I mean, we used to always have team tournaments.
Yeah.
Like back then, and there'll also be a singles tournament. As long as they don't take away from that, I don't care. Because I would seriously, I showed up and would play in both because also as experience, you get to play more matches. Okay, say you lost the singles, but you're still in teams. Or you lost the teams, you're still in singles. Or you're going far in both. And then because you're playing in both, you're staying warm because you're playing team and you're also in singles too. So like you never are without playing matches. Right. I used to do that all the time.
Hey, did you ever play in the E-League tournaments?
I played in E-League's last chance qualifier for the Justice 2 tournament that they had. That was the last thing I played in. Because the Hometown Heroes also led to that too. So it was like Hometown Heroes was like a section of that, but yeah, I also went to like the last chance qualifier in Atlanta. I lost to Rewind and Okies. Yeah, he was playing Gorilla Grodd. But then I later beat him in the tournament, but then I lost to Rewind. I forgot who put Rewind. I played that was when we eliminated me. But
speaking of which, so is DigiKiller still playing MK?
Yeah, he just won Evo Online for MK.
Oh,
so he has to go to the showcase. Him and Jukes, because Jukes got second, and they have to play against the other winners of the other regions.
Yeah,
to see who's like the finals winner,
right?
Obviously, but they're actually paying out a nice prize of like $25,000 to the top 8.
Good stuff, man. He's like 20 now.
Oh, wow.
I don't know how old DigiKiller is. I know when he first showed up, he was like 17.
Yeah.
And I guess like in 2019 he might turn 18.
Do you feel like he's the new you?
I wouldn't call anyone the new me or anything. He's the Ninja Killer.
I wouldn't either.
I respect that.
Yeah, he's himself.
Well, I'm talking about as far as like skill set and like what he like the potential.
He's just Ninja Killer in this game. Like we haven't played in tournament or anything, so yeah. I mean, Ninja Killer's great. He's got the game down. I think the way he plays is not simple, but if you watch and pay attention to what he's doing, he simplifies the game to how it should be played. But I'm not sure enough people pay attention. But he's also really good at picking strategies to use. In Evo, he played Spawn with Liu Kang, and what he would do. He also played the Joker. I saw in bracket he picked it. So, And with Liu Kang, he had a strategy where so Liu Kang has a command grab and a teleport and a low fireball and other tools and stuff.
Yeah.
So if you even stand next to him, it's a 50-50 because he can command grab you or command grab you during a string. So you have to like
really pay attention.
Play really uncomfortable to fight. But then he also had Spawn, which has a way to where he submits one of his attack meters, but then he gets access to all his crushing blows, which allows him a 60% combo at any time.
That's interesting.
So if he grabs you, 60%.
Damn.
Oh wow.
That's if he finished the combo though.
He Ninja Killer don't really be dropping combos.
I'm saying that's one thing I definitely know is that dropping combos.
He has really good execution. He's got the timing down. But yeah, he wasn't dropping anything.
Because I know you about to. Now, what else were we talking about? We're about to talk about Riot. Because isn't Riot doing something else too?
Yes. So, Riot Games is actually launching a optional new client to hub all of your desktop games into one place. So you can still use your shortcuts and other like specific hubs and clients, like if you're still using like, I don't know, like Origin or like Steam or something. But it launches on September 20th, so Monday, September 20th, so a few more days, and then it'll combine League of Legends, Valorant, Teamfight Tactics, and Legends of Runeterra into a place where you can get a product page, a specific content, and the latest news about that game.
Oh, nice. So basically, they're trying to make their own Steam store.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, you don't have to install anything new, though. It just, automatically comes in and just, like, puts all your games together if you don't have anything already.
I wish I had the patience for that game. I wish I did. There's so much money in that shit. It is so much money. Money you got to put into it, too, but yeah.
Yeah. Ooh, excuse me. That's so rude.
What else we got for topic today? Because I know we've been talking about a lot of fighting games today. Because we got PL here, the legend.
Yeah.
So we got. I mean, essentially gave us a fighting game tutorial about stuff. So yeah.
Last thing to really talk about is that we wanted to give a happy birthday shout out to THQ Nordic.
Yes.
They turn 10 this week, and so they're celebrating with a crap ton of sales right now, so make sure you get those deals on. But they have been around since 2011. They are an offshoot of THQ. They're an Austrian publisher, kind of on their own. They're having a game sale on Steam. They're having a showcase. Their very first showcase, though, tonight, September 17th at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Oh, really? So, I'm going to stream that then. I'm going to stream that. That's what's up.
Yeah.
So I don't know what they're going to show off.
I don't know, but big congrats to them because Jeffrey Knightley of the Game Awards. Yeah, it'll be streaming on YouTube, Twitch, and Steam. So
I'm streaming. So I'm live streaming that shit. Hell yeah, fuck yeah. Because I love THQ. I grew up on that shit. Like THQ.
Yeah.
I mean Nordic. I grew up on for other games, but yeah, THQ itself, man. All the wrestling games.
Release those or have them produce a new wrestling game.
Right, because don't get me wrong, like 2K's trying. 2K's trying. They're trying so hard, but dude, THQ had the wrestling. If you played from WCW, NWO, Revenge, all the way up until SmackDown
WrestleMania 2000,
on point.
I love WrestleMania 2000.
Their intros and everything was so much more elaborate. Every game that came out, like WCW No Mercy, their customization for characters became just more and more elaborate as each game release came out.
Yeah, I love that. Yeah.
And and then currently, like I said, the Darksider series is fantastic. They got 4 games of that.
Yes.
I'm actually going to start streaming all those.
Biomutant is very popular.
And I love Biomutant. Biomutant is literally Kung Fu Panda. But it's so I wish it was a multiplayer.
A Kung Fu Panda RPG.
Yes. Like it's really a Kung Fu Panda live open world RPG, and it's fantastic. But I'm like, it makes you want to play with somebody.
Like graphics wise, like what?
No, it's so graphic wise, storytelling wise, like it's super epic. It's got a nice Asian theme, like where you learn Kung Fu and shit. Like it's badass. But it's like it makes you like it's like, dude, why am I playing with y'all? That's the only thing I hate about it. It's like you're playing this dope ass adventure open world by yourself when you just like, dude, come join my room. Let's do this.
No multiplayer.
None. 0.
Man, there's so many great games that come out that no multiplayer. Like the game Forsaken.
Yep.
That looks dope, but I don't know if it's multiplayer. I don't think it is.
Yep.
Forspoken is not multiplayer. It is a single player. But I love single player games, and I love the stories that single player games carry.
Yeah.
I love single player games so much
that's
because
what
the stories always have so much more substance.
story,
Like, have you ever
gameplay.
tried to play story mode in Soul Calibur? Like, that sucks.
You just learn the character more. That's all it is. One thing I learned about fighting games, when you play the story mode, you're just learning more about the character. That's it.
Yeah, it just makes the lore deeper. It makes you care about the characters and stuff. But unless like Mortal Kombat, where they want to kill off Kung Lao in like every piece of their media since 2011.
Bro, literally since this whole year, if this was the bad year for Kung Lao.
Dude, Kung Lao got his soul took. Kung Lao got killed by his own hat.
Yep.
His body ripped apart.
Especially in the Legend movie.
And then in MK11 got his neck snapped.
I'm like, what, because...
And then in the second one, he got killed by his hat again.
Yep.
I liked the Mortal Kombat movie.
But it's like Kung Lao was the most badass person that should not be...
But then, apparently, at the end of MK11, they went and showed you Great Kung Lao. They're supposed to do a whole new thing, I guess, maybe with him. That's what they showed. I don't know.
Ooh,
but
that'd be cool.
Kung Lao should not be getting killed by his own hat in a regard.
Exactly, man. I don't like these ways he be dying.
Like, I control this bitch. It teleports when I teleport. I'm going to get killed by it?
Yeah. It's like you dying to your own breath.
Right.
Imagine you just walk around, you...
Somebody took my hat. I'm dead.
Right.
You took my power away. That's like Raiden get killed by his own lightning. That was the one fatality I did not get because like when he did the lightning attack get himself, I'm like, how is he dying from himself?
Well, they just have the animation to kill him. He's not going to actually die.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just feel like they should do a remake of Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3 and call it.
Dude, I'm telling you, yes, they should. They should. And all the OG actors are still around.
Yep.
And still
fit in their
shape and still want to do motion cap. Carrie Hoskins just did Maya for Killer Instinct. I know, I forget what Maya even came out with, 2014 maybe. Maybe it was 2015 or 20, whatever. Still, they're still fit. You can go look at all their Instagrams and Facebook pages. They still out here. Daniel Piscine is still out here. Like, all of them are still out here. Every single one of them. I met a lot of them in person. They are still on point.
Hey, that's one thing I am happy about what they did with Shang Tsung. That was dope when they brought him back.
They brought in Kerry Tagawa. I hope they keep him too, because Shang Tsung is a very integral part of Mortal Kombat lore.
Yeah.
And like the whole, just everything about it, like souls and all that stuff, like is Shang Tsung. But Kerry made Shang Tsung way more interesting than he was.
Heck yeah. He had like 20 minutes of screen time.
Yeah. No, was it only 20 minutes?
Yeah, dude.
The original movie is only 20 minutes.
He didn't have that much screen time, dog.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, in MK11, he had a lot of screen time, and also he was in Mortal Kombat. The remember they did the more like reality type series on YouTube. He was in that.
Yep, that was actually good.
Yeah, it was really
both
good.
of those series, the Mortal Kombat and the Street Fighter they did that was YouTube's exclusive, those are fantastic. I like them.
Hey, so what do you think, that or the movie?
A movie's trash. The movie's trash as hell. I hate the movie. The movie would never get. Hey, real quick, PL. The basis of Mortal Kombat is always who? Liu Kang. Who the fuck is Cole? And why we give a fuck about this dude?
Hey, man.
Who the fuck is Cole? And why does he have?
And then they was like, NRS wants to put Cole Young in. No, they don't.
No, they don't. I'm like, dude, who wrote the script? Let's bring in this other guy. No, either it's Liu Kang.
They better bring back John Tobias and let him do whatever he wants with the story.
And then on top of that, no Johnny Cage. You gave me a whole MK movie with no Cage.
Well, there's going to be a sequel. Remember?
Yeah,
he's the original. You doing the original movie? You bringing the original people?
Man,
no, I want.
It was a whole because of all the protests and stuff going on and how. They feel about the white male. They was like, well, we don't want him to anchor or be.
It's Cage, bro. It's Cage.
Yeah, like honestly, man.
That's like having Street Fighter with no Ken and Ryu.
Yeah, dude. Like,
I didn't even realize Johnny Cage wasn't in the movie until.
I realized the introduction. I'm like, where's Johnny Cage?
I mean, I knew ahead of time he wasn't going to be in the movie. They said he wasn't.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I feel like they did say that.
But he's confirming to me that there are a bunch of people that didn't know that. So they were waiting for Johnny Cage the whole time.
I'm like, you killed Luke Cage.
And then they don't bother giving us Lizard Man, Reptile. Like, what is this, man?
Bruh.
No, I thought that was kind of cool.
Then you give us the Bat Chick that nobody played with in Deadly Alliance.
Well, that was what's his name's girlfriend.
And that's he don't have
Shang
a
Tsung didn't
girlfriend.
have
They
no
were bumping
girlfriend.
uglies.
Shang Tsung ain't trying to get no
He ain't
bat
trying to
booty.
get no ass.
Yeah, he was not trying to get no bat booty in the original story.
Right.
He's like, oh my, he's looking at Nitara and he's like, he's all horny voiced up. Talking about,
Right.
She's beautiful.
Only
Like,
thing
what?
I liked about the movie was how Jax got owned by Sub-Zero. And then Sub-Zero was like the main villain through the whole movie.
No, Sub-Zero is Jason Voorhees throughout the whole movie.
Right, exactly.
hey, he showed up in the door like,
Right.
and he's just in the door.
This motherfucker had
And
he
you
was
see
he
the
had
doors
spear
becoming
ice,
like
bro.
more cold and stuff. He just
And then all of a sudden
and then the door just opened.
right. And then Scorpion just pops up out of nowhere.
Man.
Oh, I'm your distant cousin's father's best friend.
Right.
What?
Um,
I'm like,
and then they needed Scorpion. Okay, first off, here's what really made me mad. Cole Young, who just defeated Goro, the champion of Mortal Kombat, by the way. Just defeated him with the greatest of ease.
Yes. Hasn't trouble
But
with
then
ice.
he needs help to fight Sub-Zero.
An ice maker. An ice machine.
So Sub-Zero's more powerful than Goro?
Yep.
But hold on. But Cole Young should be able to 1v1 Sub-Zero by himself, but Scorpion shows up. So if that's the case, Scorpion should be able to beat Sub-Zero by himself.
Right.
But no, it's Cole Young and Scorpion that has to beat Sub-Zero. That was whack. Whack. But then Raiden, who I can't get involved. All of a sudden, I can teleport any fucking body, any fucking wherever I want them to, whenever I want them to. You too, Shang Tsung. I can do whatever I want, but I'm not gonna do it. Oh, by the way, I could have saved Kung Lao, but you know what I'm saying? Like, writing is trash. Dude, oh my god.
Horrible.
Could you have written a better movie?
Yes, I would have written a much better movie. That
you
shit
could just
dope
watch the
as hell.
cartoons better.
The cartoon, I will watch Defenders of the Realm.
I forget that there's cartoons.
Yeah, Defenders of the Realm is a shit. Because
Like,
it's that old school, like, Captain America type animation, and then the acting and stuff. It's great. It's great.
But there's no violence. It's crazy. Like, there's no blood at all.
Yeah, there's no Kung Lao. So, like, you already know.
They
You can't sell his hat in you know, that rated G for everybody, wherever it is.
You know what I want to remaster of real quick? Shaolin Monks.
What?
Shaolin Monks, yeah. Everybody asks for that, and, you know, they just don't give people what they want.
They don't give a shit that we want. We can make
it was like, hey, what characters y'all want in this game? We want some ninjas, etc. Oh, you want Terminator? You want Rambo? You want Joker? You want Joker from Injustice and
right, we'll give you that.
Like that's they give you. Then be like, all right, RoboCop, Shiva.
Dude, so I mean, it was worse than MK11. It was like, we gave you Hellboy,
that's
we gave you the Turtles.
I just listed. That's the MK11 characters.
Right.
But at the same time, those characters
Leatherface.
aren't bad characters to have as a game. Like, those are like dream characters to have in the game. But remember, MK11, they had to stop production because I guess they was like, we'll just move on to a different project because they were going to release more packs and more characters, but then they just pulled the plug on it, and that's why.
I mean, that's the benefit of having the Warner Brothers license. I just want, and I've said this several times, I just want John Spartan and fucking Wesley Snipes' character in the game. I think that would have been perfect for this game.
John Spartan.
Yeah, from freaking Demolition Man.
Oh, okay.
Because he's just like Stryker.
Okay, yeah.
I've only seen that movie once.
What?
I just want Wesley Snipes as Blade in a Marvel fighting game.
He's in Tekken.
That would be great.
He was in Tekken.
Raven isn't even Raven. It's a woman Raven.
Right, because New Line Cinema gave him that knock light.
Yeah, he was in Tekken though.
Right, it was like,
yeah.
Is that who I think it is? Is that what
I think it is?
I'm taking 5 and 6 and 7. It's like it's a chick now. It's a chick.
Yeah, I don't know.
And it's Master Raven.
Yeah.
Yeah, she runs shit.
I have no problems playing against her. I usually beat him when somebody picks her. Cause like her,
I still be getting hit by up 4-4-4. Like she ain't going into high mid, and it's always high mid, but you crouch for no reason because you think there's no like ender where she goes low. It's just always high mid, but it looks like it, so you just duck. A lot of people do that, including myself. I don't know why.
Damn. So speaking of which, what else we got going on before we move forward in this podcast?
I think that's it for the night. We talked about everything.
Well, perfect. Tell us what you're doing right now. Tell us what's going on in your world, man.
The only things I can talk about is that I'm like just playing in tournaments and stuff. There's a Dragon Ball World Championship going on, and there's qualifiers for points at different content creators hosting tournaments, streamers like Team Spooky, for example, who just held NOBC, has been holding the NOBC. And I also think House of Chaos that Bum runs weekly is also part of it. And I think Khalil's running one. I'm not sure how long this process is, but I'm just playing and enjoying the game because the game's really fun. It's like, to me, on that Smash Brothers Melee level of fun. And because it's Dragon Ball, this is a game that a lot of us have wanted for a good portion of our lives since we even knew what this stuff was, because just how much fighting is a big part of Dragon Ball, and then having a good system and just a really good game. And then with this last patch really opened up the strategies in the game. And also you can incorporate a lot of the game into the game, like power-ups now are a big part, like just charging up, because now they bypass key blasts and you can cancel out of it faster. And then a lot of the characters can
there's not any more seasons coming out for
the dragon. Huh?
There's not gonna be any more seasons. This is basically it. They're done supporting it.
Yeah, I don't want to
all the 8 Gokus.
Say this won't be like because this isn't the season. This is just more so a final patch to really open up the game so everyone can enjoy the game. So like you can pick and make a Krillin team and be a threat. You know what I'm saying? Like that's just it. That's how
the 8 Gokus
open the game is. That you, as long as you have a good strategy, you can win, and the game allows you to make whatever you want. Even though there are character strikes between the characters, somebody might have longer normals or whatever.
Right.
But everyone does around the same amount of damage, just how you get to that damage.
Right, because I've seen some good Ginyu players too. I've seen some
good Ginyu is a problem. He fills up the screen with the Ginyu Force, and you have to navigate the Ginyu Force while he's attacking you at the same time. And still also using his assist to attack you. So it's really fun. The game is fun. And there's so many different players. The competition level is really high.
Who do you run with?
Right now, I am running a lot of Frieza and Cell and Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, but I'm also playing Jiren and Ultra Instinct Goku. So I'm all over the character select screen because I just love Dragon Ball, and I already know how to use all the characters. But some characters I use better than others, like because there's a basic competitive strategy that you can use to play. But if you want to squeeze more out of your team and out of your characters, you got to learn like the character specific stuff, not based on matchup, but you got to learn that too. Right. But I'm talking about as far as if you want to squeeze out and get more damage or get something more out of the setup or tag and assist, you just have to learn a little bit more in practice mode or find it online. And that really adds depth to the game. And that's what a lot of fighting games are lacking in this day and age when they release. But Dragon Ball maintains a good
being 3 years old, man.
Balance of exactly. It maintains a great balance.
But still though, bro, we don't need more Gokus, dog. We don't need this many Gokus, man. There's 8 Gokus in this damn game. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, I know everybody wants to set up to where you pick one Goku, you can just power up through all the levels.
I'm just mad we're not gonna get the Vegeta new version. That's all. I'm mad about that.
Yeah, you watch Dragon Ball Heroes where they have like a bunch of Gokus on screen, a bunch of Vegetas on screen, or 2 different fusions on screen.
Are you reading the manga? Because I don't want to spoil anything if you're not reading the manga.
Yeah, I'm not. Yeah, I'm already up to date in the manga. I haven't read the most recent one because they spoiled it to me on Twitter. But yeah, I know what's going on. Those characters aren't in the game though. So of course, seeing that there's more stuff going on in the manga, remember we're getting more Dragon Ball Super content. It's called Dragon Ball Superhero or Dragon Ball Heroes. I don't know. Yeah,
it's basically their what if.
I was right.
It's their what if.
Yeah, I think that was the right one. But we're going to get more Dragon Ball content in.
Plus, we got the new movie coming out next year too.
Yeah, the Goku voice actor, the Japanese one, was on record saying that she's ready to do like 800 more episodes, et cetera, et cetera. So they have way more projects going. Yeah, and she's good health and everything.
But I know, but we already lost the woman that played the Bulma.
Japanese. Yeah, man, it sucks, man. That was real tragic. Rest in peace to her.
Because everybody else, like, I like the American version, but I grew up on the Japanese version. I grew up on the high-pitched Goku.
I grew up on both. I grew up on Vegeta talking shit. I would watch it in Japanese and watch it in English and vice versa.
Nah, man, that Japanese music is way better.
Because, like, the English... So, like, the Japanese music makes you... It's like you're watching a Kung Fu show from back in the day, right?
Yeah,
with the music,
which
but
it
then
is.
the English makes you feel like you're watching like a superhero show
Right.
with how it is.
Bruce
Yeah,
Faulkner.
so even though it's the same story, it gives you like two different feels. So like I appreciate both of them, so I just watch both.
Yeah, Chris,
sometimes I'll play fighters in English or I'll play it in Japanese. As far as
you play all your fighters in Japanese?
Yeah, I play it both.
Okay. No,
I mean, you can't individually select each character to be in Japanese or English, but some days I have it on English and some days I have it in Japanese.
Yeah, I can only play Street Fighter in Japanese. I can't play the English. Just
in Street Fighter, I'll have certain characters set to English that are American or English speaking, and then I'll have some in Japanese, like Akuma. I'm going to have him in Japanese.
I'll destroy
you know what I'm saying? Like Seth, I want to hear him in English saying "become a part of me" and all that.
Yeah,
like
isn't that crazy that Street Fighter V has all the bosses?
Do they have all the bosses?
Yeah. You got Bison, you got Seth, you got freaking Gil.
Yeah, and Sagat. Sagat was the number one,
in the first
Fighter One's boss.
So everybody's in it. It's the first.
Yeah, everybody is in it. Yep. Yeah, that's right. Everybody is there. Dang, yeah, they do. Well, for Street Fighter 6, it's got to be. I wonder who it's going to be if it's going to be a new boss.
I don't know. I didn't like Seth that much. I don't like Seth as a boss.
Yeah, in the lore, I guess. Well, because he's just a doll, right?
Just a doll.
Compared to Bison, I mean, Bison's that shit still. That's my dude.
But the point of Seth was to be a host for Bison.
Right. I mean, so was Cammy.
Yeah.
But like once again, that's Udon Comics over here talking, dog. Like,
yeah.
But other than that, though, perfect. It's been fantastic. This has been a great BlerdSoup episode 13. Anything else we missed on the table before we end this podcast, Fonzarelli?
Nope. Just be sure to be on the lookout for information about our upcoming fall video game tournaments.
Yep, we're going to be announcing that very soon. We're working on the details right now, y'all. It's going to be dope. We're giving out some more stuff, some more free shit, some more money. So stay tuned. It's been your boy T Fields, Perfect Legend, Fonzarelli. Thanks for tuning in. See you guys next week. Later.